What color?
Green.
Green.
And
Show off the event.
I read in an article in Black Club Chicago about this program called Here to Stay. At this point, we were just thinking like one day we do want to buy a house. Things were just way over our budget. They were so far away from the neighborhood that we're used to. Working with Here to Stay was like a godsend.
The Here to Stay Community Land Trust was established to combat gentrification on the northwest side of Chicago and create stable and permanently affordable homeownership opportunities for folks at risk of displacement on the northwest side. A community land trust is a nonprofit organization that owns land on behalf of the community that ensures permanently affordable housing and also ensures sustainable development for working families.
Logan Square has experienced the loss of 20,000 Latinos in the community. We have experienced the highest rate of rental increases in all of Chicago. There are a number of different housing initiatives that we're a part of, right? Like we want to make sure that there's affordable rentals, right? And so we organize for that. We invited our different housing, right, partners like Lucha, Center for Changing Lives, Spanish Coalition for Housing, but then Here to Stay Land Trust, right? There's also what do we do for folks who are ready to buy, who grew up in the community, have deep ties in the community, but can't afford a $900,000 house. There's also local policies like the Northwest Side Housing Preservation Ordinance that creates the 6-mile radius, right, where tenants now have the first right to purchase their buildings when it goes up for sale.
We're on the front lines of something new, a new vision that understands housing not just as a commodity from which we should extract as much profit as possible, but housing as a basic human right, as a fundamental need, as something that everyone in our community deserves.
What we're doing about housing now isn't working. Too many people are being forced out of their homes because they can't afford to stay. And that's why community land trusts are such an exciting model, because they really have built into them the sustainability, this long-term community ownership. One thing that's really great about it is that some seed money from government or from other sources goes a long way, because it can be kind of reinvested when the homeowner buys the home. Money comes back to the land trust to purchase the next property. So that's why I was really excited to work to secure ARPA financing for this project.
Here to Stay was awarded $5 million in ARPA funds from the state of Illinois. That allowed us to create 20 units of permanently affordable housing. Now with the sales of those homes, we'll be able to recycle those funds and the proceeds of those sales to create an additional 30 to 40 units of permanently affordable housing. So this demonstrates a huge return on investment for the state and allows us to show that the CLT model creates homeownership opportunities for working families across the state of Illinois.
Let's make the rice, and then we're probably the second person in my family that like owns with my immediate family, just because it's so hard. Even for working class people, it's not affordable. What I love the most is for my daughter. She can jump and no one's gonna yell at her and tell her not to jump. She can run and do her thing. It's a wonderful feeling to have a secure home that you can afford that's not gonna be going anywhere anytime soon.